Zone miss. Trying to spin, stripped to the ball.
Oh no!
Pass to Durant.
Outside winning that tip. Curry on the go route. Pass to Durant! What a play!
In 2017, Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant didn't just play basketball, they rewrote its limits. One was the game's greatest shooter, the other a 7-foot scoring machine. Together, they built an unstoppable force that crushed opponents, shattered records, and made history in a way the NBA had never seen before. The summer of 2016 was a turning point in NBA history. The Golden State Warriors had just finished a record-breaking 73-win season, only to see it end in heartbreak with a Game 7 finals loss to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. The collapse still echoed in the minds of players and fans alike. They had been so close, just one win away from the greatest season in basketball history, ending with a championship, and yet they walked away empty-handed. For Stephen Curry, the back-to-back MVP who had revolutionized the game with his shooting, it was a bitter pill to swallow. Meanwhile, Kevin Durant was facing his own kind of crossroads. After years of coming close but never winning a championship with the Oklahoma City Thunder, he made the decision that would shake the league to its core. He left Oklahoma City and signed with the very team that had beaten him in the Western Conference Finals. The move sparked outrage, debates, and headlines across the sports world. Was Durant taking the easy way out? Was he about to ruin the NBA's competitive balance? Or was he simply chasing the greatness he knew he was capable of achieving? When Durant arrived in Golden State, the fit was seamless in theory, but uncertain in practice. The Warriors already had Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, the core that had built the dynasty without him. Adding Durant meant integrating another superstar without disrupting the chemistry that had made them so dominant. It was a delicate challenge, but the personalities involved made it possible. Curry, the face of the franchise, wasn't threatened by Durant's arrival. He welcomed him. This unselfishness would be the key to everything that followed. From the very beginning of the 2016-2017 season, it became clear that this was not just another great team. This was a super team in the truest sense of the word. Durant's ability to score from anywhere, handle the ball like a guard, and defend multiple positions added a new dimension to an already unstoppable offense. Curry's gravity, the way his shooting pulled defenses apart, created space for Durant to operate like never before. It was basketball perfection, an art form disguised as competition. The Warriors finished the regular season with a 67-15 record, but the numbers only told part of the story. Their dominance was almost casual. There were nights where Curry and Durant barely seemed to break a sweat, yet they would still win by 20. The team's offense flowed like water, a combination of motion, spacing, and selflessness that turned every possession into a puzzle the defense couldn't solve. By the time the playoffs arrived, the question wasn't whether the Warriors could win the title, it was whether anyone could even take a game from them. From the moment the first round began, the Warriors treated the postseason like a personal mission. They swept the Portland Trail Blazers, Utah Jazz, and San Antonio Spurs in ruthless fashion. There was no drama, no sense of danger, just a steady march towards destiny. Curry was locked in, hitting threes from distances that seemed absurd. Durant was a silent killer, picking his spots and dismantling defenses with mid-range pull-ups, slashing drives, and cold-blooded daggers from deep. By the time they reached the NBA Finals, they were 12-0, the best playoff start in league history. Waiting for them, once again, were LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, the team that had stolen the championship from them the year before. The narrative was perfect: revenge, redemption, and a chance to prove that the addition of Durant had made them untouchable. Game 1 in Oakland was a statement. The Warriors' ball movement was crisp, the defense suffocating, and the pace overwhelming. Durant exploded for 38 points, attacking the rim relentlessly, while Curry added 28 points of his own. The final score, 113-91, didn't just give them a 1-0 lead, it sent a message. This was a different team than the one Cleveland had beaten last year. Game 2 was more of the same, but turned up a notch. Curry notched a triple-double with 32 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. Durant poured in 33 points, dominating in both transition and isolation. The Warriors' offense was a whirlwind the Cavaliers couldn't escape from. By the end of the night, Golden State had improved their playoff record to 14-0, something no team had ever done before. Game 3 in Cleveland was where Durant truly etched his name into the Warriors' lore. The game was tight, the crowd hostile, and the Cavaliers desperate. With less than a minute left and the Warriors trailing, Durant brought the ball up court, calmly rose over LeBron James, and drained a cold-blooded three to give Golden State the lead. It was the kind of moment that defines superstars, the shot that silenced an entire arena. They would go on to win the game, 118-113, pushing their record to 15-0 in the playoffs, the longest win streak ever in the postseason across all major American sports. The Cavaliers managed to avoid the sweep in Game 4, winning in blowout fashion, but it only delayed the inevitable. In Game 5 back in Oakland, the Warriors closed the series with a 129-120 victory. Durant scored 39 points and was named Finals MVP, averaging 35.2 points over the series. Curry added 34 points with 10 assists, showing that even in Durant's spotlight, he remained the engine that kept everything running. The Warriors finished the playoffs 16-1, the best postseason record in NBA history. The 2017 Warriors were more than just a collection of stars. They were the perfect blend of talent, chemistry, and unselfishness. Curry and Durant didn't just coexist, they elevated each other. Curry's deep shooting forced defenses to stretch themselves to the breaking point, opening the floor for Durant to attack. Durant's length and scoring ability forced opponents to pick their poison. Guard Curry too tightly and Durant would kill you in isolation. Collapse on Durant and Curry will punish you from beyond the arc. Defensively, they were equally devastating. Durant's shot blocking versatility gave them a safety net they hadn't had before, while Draymond Green anchored the defense with his relentless energy and IQ. Klay Thompson quietly locked down the opposing team's best perimeter play night after night. When they deployed their Hampton 5 lineup, Curry, Durant, Thompson, Green, and Andre Iguodala, the game would often turn into a track meet the opponent couldn't win. What made them unstoppable wasn't just skill, it was mindset. There were no ego battles, no fights over who would take the last shot. Everyone knew their role, and everyone bought into the system. Durant could dominate one night, Curry the next, and no one cared who got the headlines. The only goal was winning, and they did it at a level no team had ever reached before. For all the criticism Durant faced for joining a 73-win team, the truth is that he didn't just ride the wave, he made the wave bigger. The Warriors of 2015 and 2016 were great, but the 2017 version was inevitable. There was no way to game plan against them. They could beat you in transition, in the half court, with threes, with layups, with lockdown defense, or with sheer star power. The legacy of the 2017 Warriors is that they redefined what dominance looked like. They didn't just win, they overwhelmed. In an era filled with superstars and elite teams, they stood alone. A reminder that when the right talents come together in the right environment, the results can be historic. For Curry, it was validation that his style of play could lead to multiple championships. For Durant, it was the championship glory he had been chasing his entire career. Years later, fans still debate whether that team was the greatest of all time. Some point to the Showtime Lakers, the Jordan Bulls, or the Shaq Kobe Lakers. But in terms of sheer dominance, efficiency, and star power, few teams in history can match what the 2017 Warriors accomplished. They didn't just beat their opponents, they broke them, leave no doubt who ruled the league. Curry and Durant's partnership may have only lasted 3 seasons, but its peak in 2017 was basketball perfection. It was the meeting point of 2 generational talents at the height of their powers, working in harmony to create something bigger than themselves. And for that one season, they were exactly what every team in sports dreams of being. Truly unstoppable.